Hi everyone, I hope you well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Cardano. Once again, thank you for support. Okay, big up CoinsKid crew. So, potentially Cardano is carving out a lovely little bottom down here, but obviously we need to see this resistance broken here at 0.574805 on a weekly time frame. If you start to take that out, I think you're going to start to get back above the EMAs here and begin a retracement to this high. So, this is quite a nice little bottom. You've got a low here. This actually lowballed out before Bitcoin did. It ran into resistance, which is the 10 EMA on the weekly. You came back down, made a higher low, ran into the resistance again just there, okay, where you're failing to close above. Not quite the 20 EMA, which is a level of resistance that I'm looking for. Then you're coming down and you're holding another high low. So you're trying to carve out some kind of bottom down here, a rounded bottom. Obviously, it'll be invalidated if you lose this low. Now, if you look to the left, this is exactly where Cardano found support on that swing high. And this is what I said to you, as you're coming down here and you lost these lows. I said to you, next level of support where you want to put some bids in is this swing high down here for Cardano. And that's exactly where you found support. So if you was putting bids in down there on that swing high currently, you would be up a whopping, 22% for Cardano, which is amazing, okay? So it's trying to carve out the bottom. Obviously, there's no guarantees, but that is a massive level of support right now for Cardano. That low, okay, that we put in May the 9th down there. This is a weekly time frame. So if Cardano can hold that low, you can see a run into resistance, higher low, run into resistance, higher low. You start to do something like that, you've got a lovely, triple bottom down here, a lovely ascending triangle on resistance and support. And if we start to carve that out, you get the breakout and you close on the weekly above 0.5748. Wow, you're looking pretty tasty for a retracement to that high. So, where are your levels of resistance? So what we're going to do is drop the fibs on right now for Cardano. I'll show you what you could be looking at right now. So you can see you've not even come up to 236 at the moment. Now, a lot of projects like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, and a lot of projects like that have actually attacked the 236 and ran into it as resistance. So, it does look as though it's some kind of nice little rounded bottom down here for Cardano. It is until it isn't. So if you do start to see Cardano losing the zero fib, obviously you're going to come lower, and your next level of support would be the swing low down there, okay, because this is what I've taught you, swing high, swing low. So that's the next level of support. If the market was to correct again, I think you would see a bounce at that level, 0.281753. So, as we start to come up stairs here and take out these levels of resistance in the fibs and get back above the EMAs, it will start to look really, really bullish, and it could say, okay, your correction's in and you're beginning to come back up the stairs and move up impulsively, and we could be looking at a beautiful 2023, because I think what we've got here is an impulsive wave, okay, from 2020 into 2021, and then what we've got here is a corrective wave from 2021 into 2022. So I think that what you're looking at is an impulsive wave leading into 2023, okay. Now that would be a minimal target for me. Well, the absolute minimal target for Cardano would be the 1272, but I think you're looking for the 1618 with a potential overextension before you start to come in for another correction, basically, for Cardano, okay. So there's something I keep an eye on. The 1272 is a $5.44. So from here right now, if we are rounding out and we've got this beautiful little bottom just here for Cardano, which you can see it's potentially forming, and you start to break that resistance just there, you could be looking at a beautiful upside of at least 1046%, which is basically a 10x, isn't it, from current price action. So that's basically Cardano. Anything can happen. The markets are so volatile, and what Cardano is doing at the moment is simply retracing. Let me drop this in for you. This high here, all it's doing is retracing to this low that you're putting in March, okay. So that's normal. That's what these projects do. They retrace, okay. So as long as you can hold a nominal level support, you're good for continuation. Now you can see just there on this high, you're coming for this retracement. It's basically a correction to this low, okay. And what you're doing, you're holding the 382 at the moment. So that's a major level of support that Cardano is consistently closing above on the weekly time frame, and you've got the EMAs coming down on your head, and this level of support here, the 382, is holding your ass. Now if you start to see Cardano close below the 382 at 0.440510 on the weekly time frame, that could be a warning sign that actually you've got more leg room down here where you're going to start to go lower. That would be a primary target for me. There's this swing low here, but then you've got the 0.50 fib there at 0.24 as well. So I wish everyone looked most luck here, but it looks as though Cardano is trying to carve out this sort of bottom here. An indication that it's not, as if you start to see the close below the 382 at 0.44, okay, for Cardano. So I hope you enjoyed that update. I wish I could tell you exactly what it's going to do, but I can't. It's support and resistance. Break that 0.57 on the weekly, start to break, wow, you're coming up. Lose that, obviously you're going down, and it is that simple, okay. You're caught between a level of support and a level of resistance right now for Cardano, trying to carve out some kind of bottom. Take care everyone, back to another update on Cardano. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care everyone, bye bye.